Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Huge news to come out of LEGO Systems a few short hours ago as they announced the arrival of their second Transformers product item to hit shelves, the ultimate beetle brick, Bumblebee. Bumblebee is a follow-up to the heavily hyped Optimus Prime release from 2 years ago, and we'll just have to wait and see if they get around to Megatron next. This is shaping up to be a huge year not only for the Transformers, but also the G1 Bumblebee design. Before this, we also saw it debut for the very first time as a Hot Wheels 1/64 scale die-cast model, which I also reviewed here on the channel. All these fresh new projects are no doubt being put together to add to the excitement of this year's 40th anniversary celebrations for the Transformers brand. Now, LEGO have done a classic Volkswagen Beetle design in the past with their fantastic Creator Set 10252. But although G1 Bumblebee does transform into a Volkswagen Beetle, that isn't quite what this is, okay? And it definitely isn't an official Volkswagen-themed vehicle either, but more on that later. Now, Bumblebee comes packed in a LEGO Icons box with the set number 10338 with 950 pieces in total to build him. And from the images they have shared online, he is definitely looking good in robot mode. A very classic animated style face, which will take you straight back to the G1 cartoon from the 1980s. The face is a print-on, of course, but it gets the job done. It is regrettable, however, that with all the possibility that he comes with, including articulated fingers, yet it looks like he doesn't have any knee joints, although in some respects it does pay homage to the original blocky look of the 80s toy from Hasbro, which isn't actually saying much because most of that stuff on the 80s was mainly just blocks, okay, when you think about it. Now from the back, he does look pretty lean and clean. You do wish that the middle section there, just above his waist, had more stuff to fill it out, but this is how they're giving it to us. This is what is needed for him to transform, and he does transform. Just like Optimus Prime before him, you can convert Bumblebee from one mode to the other in a realistic manner, and not like previous brick systems from the past like Creo, which required you to take everything apart and then assemble them again to form the alternate mode. Yeah, you guys remember Creo? That stuff was actually pretty awesome for its time. So here we have the official images of the vehicle mode, and as mentioned earlier, this is not a Volkswagen Beetle, but something that looks close to it, or depending on your point of view, something that looks nothing like it. Okay, now I could probably do without the bee on the windshield, but they're definitely going for a quirky look. To me, the vehicle looks somewhat oddly misshapen, depending on the angle that you're looking at. Now, why couldn't they have just gone with a straight-up Volkswagen design? I thought that they had the license on lock already thanks to their previous Creator Set, which was an excellent-looking blue Bumblebee, alright, when you think about it. But what do I know, alright? Maybe paying for the Transformers and Volkswagen license was just too much. Now, the doors do open up in vehicle mode, and on the back here, we have a ton of Easter eggs thanks to the use of these stickers. We've got stuff here that says, "Roll out, I love Cybertron," definitely giving away his secret identity there. Okay, and then on the license plate, it's interesting because they have the air date of the original Transformers cartoon listed here, September 17th, 1984. And also, right smack in the middle of the license plate, it says there, Goldbug, Autobot. Okay, yeah, why even disguise yourself? Okay, just announce it to all the Decepticons and maybe even the humans that are hunting you. Okay, exactly who you are. But the use of the word Goldbug, well, yeah, that is pretty interesting because it's an Easter egg homage to Bumblebee's other identity. Okay, many of you will remember that back in the 80s, Bumblebee, as depicted in the comic book storyline that crossed over with the G.I. Joe team, was that the Joe team mistook him for being the enemy and just blew him up. Right, it's right there, smack on the cover for issue 1, he gets blown up by the G.I. Joes. Right, and then later, I guess they were really sorry about it, so they rebuilt him and made him Goldbug. Okay, an all-new version of Bumblebee, and he pretty much stayed as Goldbug all the way through the comics until the point that he gets destroyed by Starscream, and then later comes back as an Autobot pretender. Okay, so this is all stuff that happened in the late 80s, early 90s, Really great stuff in the comics. Hasbro also brought him back as Goldbug as part of the Throttlebots team. So yeah, Bumblebee does have a bit of a storied history in the comics and other supporting media. So this license plate homages a bit of that. Although I have to wonder though, why didn't they just use Bumblebee on the plates? Okay, this is supposed to be Bumblebee and not Goldbug, right? So it's a bit confusing. And you know what? Honestly, for me, this is great as a Lego set. If you're a Lego collector and also a Transformers fan, this is something that you probably want for sure. And especially if you also have the Lego Optimus Prime figure that came out before this. These two guys look great next to each other. The scales look fantastic. Okay, so all that stuff works. It's just that for me, the set looks pretty much incomplete since they didn't go with the official Volkswagen design. It's supposed to be G1 themed, but except it's not. Okay, it's just halfway there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. It becomes something that looks like a Frankenstein beetle. And I just don't want that, all right? But maybe you guys like it. Okay, let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. But I just feel that this was a missed opportunity. It's like when they gave us the Hot Wheels Bumblebee a while back, that thing was perfect, all right? It was Bumblebee as a Hot Wheel, all right? Not Hot Wheels trying to do Bumblebee or something like that, okay? They gave us the G1 Bumblebee right out the gate. Maybe later on, they might give us a new version, Bumblebee with flames and stuff like that on the side. Maybe they might redeco the thing for sure. But at least they gave us the authentic G1 Bumblebee straight up. Okay, so with this, it seems like they were more concerned with giving us an artist interpretation of what a modern day G1 Bumblebee will look like. That's not really what we want. The fact that it's Lego and that it's a brick system that transforms is already unique on its own. Okay, we don't need anything else. We don't need a new interpretation of Bumblebee. We just need the classic design. But anyway, this set goes up for pre-order on July 4th at $90 US. So let me know if you guys will be queuing up to get this. Okay, if this is something that you want for your collection, hit me up in the comments section. Let me know. I'll catch you guys again real soon with more content. Take care out there.